Watson and the Houston Texans versus Cole and the Tennessee Titans.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson.
Had a chance to meet him while he was still at Clemson at a summer camp, partner. And this is one of the best kids you're going to meet out there. And he doesn't say a whole lot, but it's fun to watch how people respond to him. When he was a camp counselor, the kids just flocked around him like the Pied Piper, just as his teammates did while he was at Clemson.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there at the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
So now the Titans get their first shot on offense. They are led by their quarterback from the University of Hawaii, round pick. It's Cole McDonald.
And bottom line, starting QB, what is it?
Get the W.
Get the W.
They did that last week.
Right, he got that done. Wasn't always pretty. There were some great moments. He threw 4 touchdown passes.
But got to eliminate those mistakes.
Got to take care of that because otherwise that could come back and bite him in another ball game.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
McDonald.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
4th down.
On 4th down, McDonald. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
This is caught. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Out of the gun, McDonald. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Rashad Penny. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
He's brought down at his
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Penny. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose.
McDonald on the
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, and his pass incomplete.
Pass thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and
an incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23. We're scoreless after one.
With no score.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. Defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So still no touchdowns in the 1st half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's McDonald. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Titans.
McDonald's pass complete to number
A.J. Brown, 87 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Tucker McCann.
And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. They had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, out on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
The kickoff for Tennessee.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Throwing again on second down. Watson. It's caught. Stills. Right side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On the draw play, Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Titans' 17-yard line.
On second down, here's Penny. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Penny, the ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Makes the score Titans 7.
No problems in the field goal department. So far, he's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A.J. Brown and the Titans getting the ball back here, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
Throwing on first down. McDonald, and that is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable, so they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, McDonald, and incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, McDonald, and he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. On first down, McDonald. That's going to be caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. 25 yards. Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. From the 50, it's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll run with Penny. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over first. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter.
A throw over the middle, taken in.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
And it's
McDonald sets to throw.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 1st and 10, McDonald. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
Operating from the gun, McDonald. He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
McDonald's pass.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, McDonald. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Swift. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Tucker McCann to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. On 1st down, Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st down, it's Watson. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Coleman has it here right side. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Watson looks to throw again. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton.
By the Titans. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Texans 6.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. And some room to roam now. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another first and 10. Here's McDonald to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier. Touchdown.
Derrick Henry with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now the try here for the extra point.
Extra point.
He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
McCann's got it teed up.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On second and 10, Watson flushed out right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Simmons on the stop.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them. Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting. They're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
A 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Titan football. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They begin with Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brought down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen?
It's a gain of
When the
9.
guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Snapping up, he's going to keep it.
McDonald.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
And here we get a look at Stewart down on the ground still. Hope this isn't anything serious. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Throwing on first down. McDonald, and that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On second down, here's Henry. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Holding offense. Oh, why are we doing this?
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
On second down, Swift. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
DeAndre Swift, the ball carrier.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They set up the screen for Henry. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Fielded just inside the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Well, they'll run it again with Penning. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And that might be Titan football. It is.
Watson on the keeper. Fumble on the play. Recovered.
Good job starting on that scramble. Had his that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
A first down carry for Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a dump off here complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Ray Swift. A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. McDonald flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Operating from the gun. McDonald will find Swift out of the backfield.
McDonald's pass.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes him back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he will have a Titans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Derrick Henry down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 2nd down, Swift, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown.
DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point forthcoming.
For the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
Kickoff for Tennessee.
McCann's got it teed up. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Throwing on second down, Watson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Deshaun Watson on the keeper. Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
The Texans on third down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
Going deep here for Stills. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. On first down, it's Henry. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Hey, 4-1 Mike. Come on.
They'll run it again with Henry. And a short gain down to about the 33.
On the carry. He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
The Titans on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Here's the option.
13-yard line.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback?
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And now out comes Houston.
This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He'll look to throw right away.
He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. From the gun, here's Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Stills, right side. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, I'm coming. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Again, it's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Out come the Titans now as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Mike 41, you got to waste that, huh?
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Swift, the ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing is McDonald.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Yards to go.
And incomplete as the screen there unsuccessful. So now 4th down coming up.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Derrick Henry.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On second down now, it's Henry. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
And it's third down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Taken down at the
This was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run. It's Henry. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Swift. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
On second down, Swift. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead.
Tucker McCann to kick off for Tennessee.
McCann's got it teed up. fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Titans, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.